In this video, I am going to teach you how to make a miniature polymer clay charm of a Hostess Ho Ho. I like to use this Sculpey 3 in chocolate for the cake in the Ho Ho. We're going to make a cane. So you'll get a ball and then start rolling the cane. Now, depending on how big you want your Ho Ho to be, you can make a large one or you can make a miniature one like this. I'm going to make a miniature one so it would fit on a charm bracelet. Okay, here we go. And you'll want to shape it, kind of push down so the bottom is slightly flattened and then the top has an arc. I'll show you a side view. You can see how I have it flattened down here. You can make multiple charms at the same time if you'd like. The end. Trim off the end. I'm just gonna cut a little segment. This to the side. Now we have our cake. So I'm gonna set this aside. Now we need to make the dark chocolate that goes around the cake. I made this color custom. It is black mixed with the Sculpey 3 chocolate. Just a little bit of chocolate, but this has created a dark brown color. You'll want to run this dark brown clay through your pasta roller on setting 1. I ran my dark brown clay through the pasta roller on setting 1. And now I need to cut a strip for my chocolate coating. The way I'll do this is I'm going to set my little cake on top of my clay. I'm going to use this long blade to cut a strip of chocolate out. So I'm going to cut one straight line. Remove that. I've measured the back of the chocolate cake to line up with this straight edge on the back, and now I'm just going to cut another line, trying my best to be as parallel to the top cut as I can, because I'm going to roll this chocolate onto my clay. Cut one straight edge. There we go. And I'm just going to roll it. Go. When I back it off, I can see this line that the dark chocolate made on the other side, and I'm going to cut on that line. blue is, but I'm going to get rid of it. Now, I'm going to flatten this seam. You can use a smoothing tool like a knitting tool or your finger. I need to cover one end of the ho-ho. The way I'm going to do that is I'm going to take this end, just stand it on its end. It's going to make a little shape. You can see closely. You can kind of see the outline. I'm just going to cut with a blade to remove that piece. This. It's not really. You might need to trim it to fit. You want to smooth out the seam right here so it's just nice and you don't see any break. Ho-hos have texture on their outer chocolate shell. The way that I create this faux finish look with the clay is by using a piece of tin foil. All you need to do is just slightly crimp some of this tin foil and then just touch it to the surface. I'm going to make these little indentations. I want to do this all over the dark chocolate surface, including the back end. Put an eye pin in the back. You need to trim your eye pin. I like to bend the end of my eye pins so it creates a hook inside the clay charm. See here, it looks like the shape of an L. So grip the eye pin like this. Take the back end of the charm and then slightly turn it. There we go. Now we just need to make the front of the ho-ho. The next step, I'm going to take this pin tool and dig up the cake on the front of the ho-ho. Just make little tiny little marks in the chocolate brown part. For my frosting, I am going to use a white liquid clay, but I need to dig a little bit of my cake out to make space for it. I have already pre-mixed my liquid white clay, and I did this with liquid polymer clay and white clay. Just put a few pieces of the white clay in this little cup and mixed slowly with a pin tool. Just mix, mix, mix until you get a really nice texture. And you want it to be really thick. You do not want it to be really runny. It needs to be quite thick. I'm going to use this pin tool to apply the white clay to my charm. Keep this really clean. Now just bake your charm in the oven at 275 degrees for 30 minutes. My ho-ho charm has come out of the oven. The next step, all I need to do is just add a clear coat to the charm. I'm going to use a matte finish clear coat. This just happens to be something that I had for my acrylic paints. It's by Liquitex. It's a matte medium which has just a really mild sheen to it. So I'm just gonna take the cap off and apply a thin layer to the whole charm. First starting with the bottom so it can dry. Let that dry, and then flip it over and paint all the other areas with the clear coat. Once your clear coat has dried on your ho-ho charm, then it's complete. Thanks for watching my video. Please feel free to leave a comment down below and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks and have a great day.